Not only can we use the mod wheel to modulate different areas of the Octo Rex, as we've just discovered in the previous video, but we can also use velocity and how hard we hit our keys to also modulate similar areas. So to show you this, I've got the filter frequency envelope, and it's currently turned down to 0, and it's turned right up on the velocity. So what this means is, when I hit the key gently, basically no envelope is applied. And it's turned up really far, so you're starting to hear a little bit, but there you go, there's no envelope being applied. As I move up the velocity scale and start to hit the key harder, you should start to hear the filter envelope come in. I'll turn the decay down a little bit. And it really is a sliding scale and very sensitive, so you can move slowly up that velocity, hitting your key harder and harder, and you'll get more and more filter envelope. And this is great because you can program this in the sequencer, and you should find that as you go slowly up that scale, you get much more envelope introduced. You can also use this control to change the decay amount of the envelope as you go up this scale. And finally, we've got an amp control. So if we turn these down, and this is a very standard control we see in a lot of synthesizers and software instruments, this will actually control the volume by velocity, and that's pretty much the traditional way of using velocity. So if I hit the key gently, you'll hear a very quiet tone. And as I hit the key harder, we hear full volume and everything in between. So these are 3 great ways of using your velocity. So hopefully that should tie up the entire modulation area for you and explain it clearly. And now you should understand all the sources and destinations you can use and all the different parameters that can be modulated by each other. In the next chapter, we're going to take a look at the routing and connections on the rear panel of the Octo Rex and really get into some fine detail about how we break out our outputs and use the whole CV gate system for further modulations.